Hi guys, I'm back again for the weekly oracle reading. For those of you who are just tuning in, welcome. I'm Anne, and in this video I'm going to be giving a general love reading focusing on all divine counterparts. That's soulmates, twin flames, twin rays, and anybody that you're connected to in a romantic level. I invite you to stay tuned and watch. I know there's a message for you. Okay, so I've laid out the cards in two different, 8 cards. Divine masculine on one side, divine feminine on the other. And I always explain to everybody that it doesn't necessarily mean that divine masculine is for a man or divine feminine is for a woman. Actually, divine masculine is actually in all of us. So take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. I like to get a different masculine, feminine perspective on the reading, because sometimes we fall more onto one than the other, or maybe your divine counterpart does. Okay, so the first card, lapis lazuli. These cards are a little hard to read as far as they're crystal angel cards, but I will read the bottom half to you. Life-changing epiphany or experience. It's time to well, let's put my glasses on. Okay, there we go. It's a time of big and blessed change for you, and God is supporting you each and every step of the way. Okay, as you can see, beautiful cards. And I love this card. So this is a divine masculine, and life-changing epiphany or experience. What does that mean? Well, major changes are happening, and I talked about this last week. Different changes is happening for everyone when it comes to divine counterparts. So there's a lot of energy shifts going on. And maybe you're feeling it in a certain way that you've never felt it before, and maybe you're finding your divine counterpart or a person that you're focused on is not exactly reciprocating, or you're not seeing enough, and you're getting like a change, like a shift, like I think there's something else out there for me, or vice versa. Maybe you're feeling like I'm really feeling this person more than I felt before, and I should look more directly towards them. So whatever it is, it's definitely a life-changing epiphany for you. Let your past go. And I will read this card to you. Okay. The burden of carting your past around has made you weary, dear one. It's time to set the burden down, keep only the lessons and the love, and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and it's time. It's now gone. Okay, so as you can see, it's hard to read. This light, and the font is very light. It's time to let the past go, guys. It's not about letting go of a person or a situation, but more like letting what you thought was what you needed in your life. Sometimes we think what we need is not what we actually need. And the divine masculine is starting to release that. It's kind of like, we know when you're checking out, you're on a vacation, and you had to step over before you got to your destination, and you had to have a layover, or maybe you had to spend a night somewhere for whatever reason. And you know what? When that happened, you actually had to check out. You had to let go. You had to say, okay, this is it. I'm not staying here. This is just temporary. Basically, that's what divine masculine is starting to do. They're starting to see things differently. Yellow jasper, control issues. Utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may need to control you. Okay. And as you can see, it's a very beautiful card. You could read it. There we go. If it sees my face, it won't clear up. Okay, so yeah, yellow jasper, control issues. Now, a lot of people feel like they are being controlled, but not necessarily a person that is controlling them. When I say control issues, I mean you're being controlled by yourself, something that you were programmed at one time to feel, and you went with it. And you know what happened? You just kept going with it. You just kept going with it, and you said, where am I going? This is a time to break away from that. It's time to break free from control issues. If there's somebody that has been controlling you, and that's somebody that you followed by, it's time to say something. It's time to break away, because we don't necessarily have to be controlled. We shouldn't be, actually. I can't tell anybody what to do. These are messages coming from the divine, given to me to give to you, so you take what resonates with you for your highest good. And being honest with yourself, guys. This is very important also. Being honest, and really following what your intuition is saying, because if you're not following what you feel in your heart, you're not going to see the truth, the inner light inside of you. And I will read this card. Look into your heart and you will know the truth of the situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Learn upon us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires and they'll come to you upon angels' wings. So seriously, being honest with yourself. I think I like these glasses. Oh, it looks very good. Well, I wear glasses. Being honest with yourself and, you know, really reflecting there. I can see better now. They're reading glasses. You know, this is the thing that you need to do, is stop being controlled and being honest with yourself. Is this a person that you want to be with for the rest of your life? Maybe it is. Is there some control issues that you need to address to this person, that they're being controlled? Maybe they have a situation in their life that if you watch them and, you know, it could be, you know, a situation where you see they're being controlled by their boss, or they're being controlled by a specific family member. You know, I can't tell you what to do, but, you know, it's being honest with yourself. Maybe you need to talk to this person. I know Mercury Retrograde is still going on. It's still like, you know, kind of like winding down in a sense, shadowing. And this is where it's time to just make a note of what you want to say and wait a little while. But it's time to just like address that to that person, what's going on, what you feel. Maybe it's not to tell them, maybe it's to make them see, you know, if they're being restricted all the time, you can't do this, yeah, because of this and this and this and this. You have to say something. Rose quartz, love life. New or renewed romantic love is here for you. This is beautiful. I love it. Divine feminines, you can see it as well. The love is there. The love is definitely there. Let's see. There we go. Okay. The love is being given to you. And you know what? I don't know why it's so blurry. Oh, well. It's time to just embrace the love. It's time to let love guide you, because when love guides you, you actually can feel so much energy around you, and you attract it. If you're not with your divine counterpart and that person, you know, your twin flame, let's say, is separate, you're in separation mode, and you know, you don't know why this person just wants to stay away, but though you know why, but though you can't understand why, and it just keeps playing back in your head, it's time to just like love yourself, because you did not do anything wrong to make a person leave or a person do whatever they did in the past. Don't blame yourself for the mistakes. If they're meant to come back, they will come back. If not, it's time to, you know, just love yourself. When you love yourself, you'll find the answers. You know what? When we love ourselves, when we put the love towards ourselves, our intuition just, boom, kicks in. Our higher self tells us, and we get the message like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this to myself? You know, you wouldn't want to see a loved one, let's say someone very dear to you, a very close person, your child, your sister, your brother, your mother, whoever. And if you're seeing them get abused or hurt in any way, you're going to say something. Well, you know what? That person inside your body, the body that you're in right now, yeah, you know who I'm talking about, you. You don't want no one to hurt that precious soul, okay? So you have to protect it. And I'm not saying to go without, I'm saying to go with love. You know, if you have to protect yourself. Okay. Blessing in disguise. Okay, as you guys can see, I'm going to read this. Okay. Okay, blessing in disguise. What appears to be a problem is actually part of your answered prayer. You'll understand the reasons behind your present situation as everything resolves. Trust in heaven's protection and infinite wisdom to answer your prayer in the best way. Okay, so there you go. The blessing in disguise. Focusing on, you know, the love part in your life, because that attracts love automatically. And divine feminines, it's time to love yourself. You're not loving yourself enough. You're not putting out the love that you need to. Be gentle with yourself. You've been through a lot and need time to heal and recover. Oh, don't we all ever? This is a good card for all of us, you know, throughout this whole year. You know, being gentle with yourself. Yeah, this is a time when February we tend to, you know, kind of like embrace a lot of love, but sometimes the love is emotional love, and sometimes it's hurt love, it's pain love, it's whatever, because that magical time of February happens smack middle of winter or summer, whatever climate you're in, part of the world, I should say. You're experiencing a bit amount of like harshness for yourself sometimes, and you don't realize it. You blame yourself for a lot of things. This is not the way to be, divine feminines. It's time to be gentle with yourself. It's time to go with self-care. Self-care is not just, oh, I'm going to be selfish and just think of myself and, eat all the cookies in the basket and not think about anybody. No. I had to say that because I mean that's someone's figure of, I've heard that before. What, you're going to be just selfish and just be all about yourself? No. Self-love doesn't mean that. Self-love means loving myself from within. Within me, loving me. Does it mean not loving my children? Does it mean not loving my family, my parents, my siblings? Absolutely, you have to love them. They come with the package. They're part of self-care. So when I say self-care, I'm talking about, okay, you have some children, let's say, and your children need you, and you kind of like always self-sacrifice yourself for the children and not do enough for yourself. Well, that's kind of like neglecting yourself, neglecting your physical body, but you're still loving yourself, because how much do you love doing things for your kids or your parents or your siblings or your friends? It's about self-care, but there's a big but. Self-care also means taking care of the person inside. Remember I talked about, that person in that body that you're in right now? Well, that person is the most important person in the whole wide world for you right now. Seriously. Your kids, yes. Your spouse, yes. Or your partner or whoever, you're with. But, it's about you, the internal being in this body. Because if you don't take care, if you don't put that self-care, like, yeah, sometimes we need a good, like a good salt bath, something with candles and, whatever you like to do, or facial, do our hair, do our nails. I know I'm due for all of that, but you know what? That's called, putting off self-care for the physical body, because you're doing other things for the external self-care. So it comes hand in hand. So do both, okay? Yeah, I know I talk about this and I should practice more for myself, but that's why I wear, pretty colors, and I try my best to, do whatever it takes to lift my vibration up, because trust me, my vibration is lifted up. I love to wear makeup. I love, just a lot of things. I love playing with my pups. I love playing with my kids, but my kids are big, my daughter. I love it all. Hanging out with my husband. We're best friends. I love him. And you know what? It's all about and my family, my mom, my dad, it's all about lifting the vibration. Yeah, we're limited on where we can go. I'd love to take a trip to see my other family in France, but we're limited. We stay safe, because I know there's going to be a time. I know there's a rainbow coming up for all of us. I feel it. I really do. And I'm excited for it. But, for now, it's with the here and the now, and I'm happy. Okay? Go for it. Okay, I'm going to put my glasses on and read this for you if you can see it. I don't know why it's not clearing up enough. There we go. I apologize. I don't know what that is. Okay, let me just read it. Okay, go for it. Your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on this situation since its genesis, and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path, as it will take you very far indeed. Okay, love that. So yeah, it's time to just go for it. When I say go for it, I mean, there's a plan, a specific plan. You want to go do it. You really want to go, go all out. You want to do something for that person. You really love that person. You want to talk to that person, but maybe that person is not reciprocating enough. Your husband or your wife or your boyfriend or girlfriend. It's time to go for it. It's time to just say what you feel, but doing it at the same time, focus on yourself at the same time. Do what your intuition is telling you, because, it's never going to steer you wrong, guys. Maybe there's something that you want to just tell a person that you have a crush on. We see a lot of that. And sometimes a crush doesn't mean a crush. It means somebody that you're drawn to. You'll be surprised when you find you're actually drawn to a person versus having to say, oh, that person is my divine counterpart. But no, that maybe that person is. You'll never know until you approach that person. You're afraid of that person because you're afraid you're going to get rejected. You'll never know, but you're rejecting something inside of you that's telling you you need to do it. So, you know, go what you're feeling in your gut. Maybe just make some small talk, some small conversation, and just see from there. You know, so there was a lot of messages here. These messages are given to me through the divine. It's for the collective. And when I mean collective, I mean it's generalized for everybody. Okay, but I also offer personalized readings, which I offer phone, chat, and email readings, and the links are down below in the description area. They're more personalized to your situation versus this is more like for everybody, so you have to take, you know, the bits that resonate with you, because there is several messages here, and I get a lot of messages myself. So if you're not resonating with it right away, I invite you to come back, watch this video again, take down notes, or someone you know, please forward it to them. I'm sure there's a message for them, because that's how this works. I just want to say thank you to all of you who have been reaching out to me. It means a lot to me. I love sharing with you guys, you know, my situation. I put like everything up on Instagram, basically. Not a lot, but you know, the things that I do, I always want to share with you guys, and you guys share with me, and I appreciate that. I know right now I'm not doing a whole lot. I'm mostly, you know, working, and you know, just I have projects, and I basically put them all in a journal so that I can keep up with it. So I hope you're doing the same thing with your planners, and the pups. The pups take a lot out of, you know, my basic day. That's basically what I like to do is, you know, I'm a caretaker for my honey and my kisses. You guys seen both my dogs, and my daughter's dog also. I love him. Toto. I have Kisses and Honey, a Yorkie. She's going to be 9 months pretty soon. She's getting big. And Kisses is 14 and a half. Yeah, so she's a Westie. So I love them. And Toto is a year old. Just turned. He's going to be turning a year old. Wow. Man, my goodness, where does time fly? Wow. Okay, so I know I'm rambling, guys, but I love you all, and I'm going to be doing a live video soon, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be mostly on, most likely on Instagram. I'm always on Instagram, but I haven't really been engaging as much as I'd like to. So, like I said, if you want to get your own personalized reading, the links are down below in the description area. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but I also have blogs with several articles about soulmates, twin flames, all different types of areas of also videos with Q&A to help you understand your situation. And this is, you know, this is a great experience, a very positive energy exchange. I've been doing this for many years with you guys, and love the power of social media and these little gadgets, how we all can come together from all over the world. Okay, so yeah, I gotta go. Until next time, God be with you all. Namaste.